This entire thing was orchestrated by Glitch Stars. This is Leah Asimov. It's her just doing a little bit of a voice and screaming. They thought they would. I knew it. Yeah, it does sound exactly like her, right? Ugh. No, it's not Leah. It's Danny. This is actually the Danny anthem. Oh my god. What percent of your viewers actually think you're right wing? I think it's not zero. Like, sometimes I'll get someone who's like, wow, it's crazy to hear someone in this gay soy community be as based as you. And I'll be like, yeah, dude, for sure. Think I know. That's actually true. Thank God it ain't a 21 streak. Wait, you aren't? No, I am. How's the paper? Are you fucked? It is done. Ideally, last paper of my law school career has been turned in. That's the last thing I had to do for my law school career, provided I pass that class and one other class that I took that I feel kind of sus about. If I pass those 2 classes, I'm fine. Oh my god. What a nightmare. Someday I'll have to prep for the bar, but I can't do it this upcoming February because I have a kid and the government was shut down during the enrollment period. So we'll probably try in July, but we'll see. Oh my god. Anyway, that was the reason I was late today. I'm 2.5 hours late for stream, and that's why. I was putting together my last paper. I was throwing citations everywhere. Chat, if you're in law school, let me just give you all a little piece of advice right now. Do the citations as you are doing it. Don't go to the end and be like, all right, here's all the links I used. Now time to blue book them and spend like 4 hours just writing blue book citations. You will want to die. Do not do that. You can't be doing that. I did that. What citation style did you use? Law school has their own citation style called Blue Book that fucking sucks balls. It was invented by Hitler. It was invented by Adolf Brittler. Oh, wow, that's a strange name. Aren't there tools where you just drop a ton of links and it produces the citation table? There is not an online tool that can effectively do a Blue Book citation. Can you believe that? Chegg has like one you can plug it in and call Blue Book, but they'll do it in Harvard. And I'm like, then why didn't you ask Grok? I maybe should have. Anyway, the other thing I was waiting on today was the goddamn Genesis update. Where is my They said December 15th. They said they'd let us know if something happened. What the fuck? I have a slot in my schedule specifically for this. Stay for gore. I guess. It's because you're not verified yet? Oh. This is the other fucked up part about it is, like, I wanted the short to be about the Genesis changes, but the only thing I can upload now is the short, so I don't know, whatever. Peeps blew a gasket today. As well he was supposed to. I want to play new Genesis formats so bad. Tomorrow I'm going to go to my locals and play a little casual Genesis. I'm thinking about literally just printing out the cards I'm missing for that Magical Scientist deck. I think that deck is fucking fun as hell. I made some more changes to it, by the way. I didn't obviously like the parts of it that were... Ooh, you know what? Let me do a little stealth here real quick. I didn't like the parts of it that were Vendread, and so I played with a couple of other things. I played with a magic key, but I think I actually just like a card that helps you go second here, Final Bringer of the End Times, and a card that is fine either way. And I think that Eater of Millions is fine either way. I think this card is pretty good. The only problem I'm having with it is like, what do I banish? But it's actually pretty easy. On the draw, you banish like the parts of the combo you're not likely to get to. On the play, you banish the parts of the combo you don't need. He's a cute little card. I can't believe fewer people play. Like, people should play this card. If the update comes out and Droll is 3 points, will you actually just do it? Yeah. I mean, but it won't be because they said it won't be, right? Enable point view, it's 98. It's Magical Scientist is 95, and then Sorvis is 3. But they also said it would be today, I guess. I think Droll will go to 10. And I think that will prevent people from playing Droll very much. What if Droll is 21 points? That's so true. Is Droll 0 right now? It's 5. But that's nothing. Every deck has points for that. I'm hoping for the made point lowers. I mean, they literally said they would do made point lowers. I think 13. It's actually crazy that Imperm is 13. But yeah, I hope they just kill Radiant Typhoon. I hope so too. I saw this reel yesterday and thought it was Sadie for a minute. Facebook Reels. That does look a lot like Sadie. Like a young Sadie. Wow, that looks exactly like a young Sadie. Her muzzle is very white now, though, because she's getting old. I don't want my Sadie to get old. She's distinguished now. How old is Sadie? She's about 5. She's got a lot of life left in her. Don't worry. She's about a third of the way done with her life, which is the same as me. Are we doing freaks? We are going to do freaks. Trying to think what I want to talk about. Not too much to talk about. What did I do this past weekend? It's all a blur. Mostly I worked on that stupid ass paper. That was the big thing I did. I am excited this upcoming week to start grinding remote regionals. I'm waiting for the ban list. I mean, when the ban list comes out, I'll feel a little more excited, I think. But for now, I'm just jamming K9 Vanquish Soul, and I'm like, well, I'll go to a remote regional. Maybe I'll get my invite doing that. Big update with the kid. We get to meet the pulmonologist this week who will tell us if the kid has to remain connected to the heart monitor. We had one day where the heart monitor was like broke, and before they came out to fix it, we were just walking her around without the wires on. And oh my God, it's a world of difference being able to put her in another room. Like right now, we all have to be in the same room. Someone has to be with her in the room all the time. But being able to move to a different room is like, oh my God, this is fantastic. Ugh. Regardless. Are we going to react to the react of your video on how not to teach Yu-Gi-Oh? We probably will. I think this is more a Wednesday thing. This was kind of strange to me because Soda TCG is a very interesting channel. I think a lot of their stuff is like valuable, reasonable criticism, and I think some of the other videos are slop. But you know, that's basically every single channel, including mine. What I liked about this video was it does do, I think, a good job of explaining the problems I had with my own video, which is it's impossible to teach someone how to capital P play capital Y Yu-Gi-Oh! Because so much of getting someone into Yu-Gi-Oh! Is ingratiating them into like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. And that's why this video is like totally preoccupied with that for like more than half of it. But the one part of this that I thought was kind of weird, and we'll talk about this on Wednesday, was this discussion of like all of these are communicated as equal. So if you're a new player, you think you're going to encounter like a flip monster with the same consistency that you'll encounter a hand trap, right? And I think that's like a good criticism, but not a solvable criticism, right? Because for instance, to give you an example of how this worked in practice, this is something that we tried to address in the video and be like, you don't have to worry about X. You're not going to see it that often. But the textbook example of this is rituals. Like when I'm talking about ritual spells, I talk about them, I think, for like 3 seconds. I'm like, it's just a normal spell. You do what it says on the ritual spell, and that makes it happen. But, you know, whatever. In retrospect, I wish I had spent more time on rituals, because after the video got into production, they released Mitsurugi, and every single deck started playing rituals. It's not hard to imagine a potential metagame in which a deck that has a flip monster is incredibly prevalent. I mean, fucking Enacraft just came out. If that deck was actually good, you would have to know what a flip monster is, and you would see it with a relative amount of regularity. There could be a metagame in which hand traps are dick fuck awful. I mean, look at the way that Master Duel is developing towards like these fucking awful ass Soul Drain, Mind Drain formats. Look at the Board Breaker formats, right? So the best example I can say about this is we had a section of the duel that was about a turn where a meta deck played against another meta deck and applied the stuff that I talked about in the video, but by the time it was ready, it was outdated. So we wrote it again, and by the time it was ready again, it was outdated. Like, the thing that I like a lot about Yu-Gi-Oh! That very few other card games do is they don't leave a lot of space on the table, right? If they feel a type of card or summoning condition is weak, they will go out of their way to try and find a way to make it busted as fuck. I mean, I can't make that more clear than the couple of times that Ritual has been metagame relevant. That's one of the worst even concepts for a summoning condition ever. And we've had Demise and Ruin, Nekroz, Mitsurugi, Drytron, all decks that do something different in terms of breaking the rules of Ritual, but resolve it in a different way. So yeah, it's tough for me to be like, well, you don't have to worry about pendulums, because like, what if you do in a future format, you know? And then there's Gemini. Mark my words, chat. In our lifetime, there will be a Gemini archetype that is good. They will try it. I think that is their white whale. They're like, we will make a Gemini archetype good. I don't think they can make a Toon archetype that's good, but I think they can make a Gemini archetype that's good. You should do a video of a sample turn as a separate project. That is such a good comment, because I have independently thought maybe as a like an epilogue, I'm like, and here's what a turn looks like, and then I just make that video again every 2 months for the rest of my life, right? It's like, hey, here's the current how a turn looks. But we'll see. Isn't that just TMT? Okay, yes, that is TMT. Anyway, we'll watch the Soda video during during Wednesday's stream. Soda TCG was actually streaming a watch along of my video. I want to say like 3 days ago. 1 day ago? Jesus Christ, my sense of time is totally fucked. But this was a watch along of my video, and he did it while I was writing, so I was like, I'll put this on in the background. And the funniest part of this was him getting mad at his own chat, because he has, I think, a reasonable, nuanced criticism of my video that, like I just said, I agree with large parts of. But his chat was like, yeah, I hate MBT. Why is he talking about the history of Yu-Gi-Oh? And he was like, no, it's not like the problem I have isn't that. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, what do you want? You can't be interacting with chat if you have anything other than a bottom of the barrel ass take. I do want to talk about here. Hold up. I do want to talk real quick about this video. So this video by Renegade Redo was released after I released my video in which I talked about decks that fucking suck ass relative to the 2015 meta that were released recently. And let's just watch this right here. This deck would be insane. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. This is just dies to Doomblade type shit. It's literally dies to... Look at this. He's like, family faces suck. They'll Gorgon the anti-luminescent knight. Oh, the deck loses to Vanities. Oh my god. Well, then it's not playable in 2015. Every other deck beats Vanities. I'm sorry. Amazement would be good by 2015 standards. You're out of your mind. He's like, well, what if they MST your equip trap on flip? Then it doesn't do anything. Well, who gives a fuck, right? I just can't imagine that a deck like Amazement, which has such a tight resource loop between all the stupid little 4 stars and the big man, would be completely unplayable in the same format that people were playing Satellar Night. They were showing up to events, registering Satellar Night, and the dog shitty ass traps that you could ever imagine. I'm sorry. So I showed up and I said, there's no way you think this. He says, this deck loses to the concept of timing. I say there's only one solution to our disagreement, which is, of course, we will play some 2015 and one of us will play, Amazement. And I guess the goal is to lose. And he goes, I am not crafting any of these shit-ass decks in Master Duel, which, to be honest, fair. Have you ever tried to craft Amazement in Master Duel? It's like all URs. Why did they make it all URs? Both Arlecchinos are URs. Isn't that fucked? I filmed a video with Farfa a couple of days ago that I think you guys are gonna enjoy, and we filmed it on Dueling Book. And I was like, what? Like the whole time I was like, what the? This feels so fucking weird, man. I don't like this. Why? Oh, why are we on Dueling Book? The one Coder saw? Yeah. Like Coder shows up and he's like, what are you guys doing? Shut up, Coder! Die! I don't want Coder watching my shit. He's not even watching my stream. He posted his end of year stream highlight. He watched Farfa for 10,000 hours. He's watched maybe 5 minutes of an MBT stream. I saw the Jax song on your YouTube page and thought it was about Jaxel. This song, the Jax song official, I've had stuck in my head all week. It's so good. Okay, let's do freaks. We're running out of time. We only have until 10:30 tonight. Because I have to free my wife from the clutches of our little baby. Don't worry, this will be a quick freaks. Nothing happened. Wow, actually, I'm realizing that a lot of things happened. Oh, this got deleted. Damn it. We have to do, guess we have to do this. Gracie Mansion is haunted. I want you to use AI. The Hegseth killings must stop. Can y'all please chill, CIA? It's treason to say I'm a fat loser. People of AI. Kalshi. Artificial die free. Chinese plush toy. Game Awards. Epstein. Posting that federal agents must be gunned down. How do I stop my model from turning Chinese? No more Christmas trees. Big Bang Theory. Boomers next to be banned from socials. AI murder suicide. Luigi. Life addicted to porn. Mixed use housing. Trump coin flip. My ex-husband won the kids in a custody battle. The essence of modern China. You can turn someone into a butterfly using mRNA. Things can happen. Give him Argentina. All right, I think that's everything. All right. All right, so this one is going to start with just a racial slur. That's okay with you all, right? Do you guys watch The Amazing Digital Circus? I don't, but I like the song. And Twitter freaks. We're going to begin with the N-word, folks. The N-word. Okay, so this woman says the N-word and has posted a give, send, go, which I imagine is a GoFundMe for when you get canceled for saying the N-word. Stand with Crystal. Meet Crystal, hardworking white mom doing her job at Cinnabon. Two Somali customers decide to make her shift hell with intimidation. Instead of banning the offenders and backing their employee, Cinnabon fires Crystal to keep the nons happy. What the hell does that mean? Anyway, let's hear what she said.
That's nigger. I am racist.
So idiot, for
and
real.
you are a nigger.
You are an idiot. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world.
Oh, okay. Well, well, you know, it's kind of out of context, right? Because maybe she had a good reason for saying "I am racist" N-word. Let's see what it says. Context matters. Oh, thank God. Yeah, the clip is lacking. They ordered a caramel pecan cinnamon roll, but the Muslim Somali customer insisted she put twice as much as allowed on it. When the customer rudely demanded more caramel, and Crystal replied, "That's all they get," tensions escalated. Oh, I didn't know they asked for more caramel. Oh, okay. Well, you can do it then. You can. I'm racist. Yeah, but they did ask for more caramel. Listen, welcome to fucking Treatler Island, okay? You do not get to deny someone a treat and get off scot-free. This is my America, bitch. Anyway, I believe 100% the running theory, which is they're all in on it. Like, she was like, she saw that woman who got 500,000 for saying the N-word at a public park, and she was like, wait a minute. And so she contacted her, like, Somali friend, and she was like, you know, I think we could make a fucking fat bag here today. And honestly, if that's the case, good for you. Honestly, good for you. If any of my friends want to help me do something like this, I will be racist to any race possible as long as we can go to give, send, go and be like, well, it wouldn't work for me because I'm not employed. If you wait, how about this? If you are, you know, working behind the counter somewhere and you want to call me some slurs, just let me know. And I'll show up, I'll record you, we'll split it 50-50, 60-40, you know? Please, can I? Rebecca, you're unemployed too. All right, next up. Dude, I'm going to miss him so much. New York City Mayor Eric Adams is on Capitol Hill today. He tells me about Zohran Mamdani announcing he's moving into Gracie Mansion. Beware of the ghost. I told Zoran about it. So the ghost is there. It's a friendly ghost. And as long as you're doing right by the city, if you don't become right by the city, he turns into a poltergeist. Dude, I'm going to miss this guy so much. What a strange man. So the ghost is there. He's so fucking good. He thinks the Ghostbusters really happened. He was like, when the city came in and turned off the ectoplasmic fortification chamber, that was the second darkest day in New York City history. New York City is an incredible city where you can see anything from the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man to 9/11. Oh, man. I'm going to miss him so much, dude. All right, next up. Come on, guys. So this is from inside the Pentagon. Someone posted, these fucking posters are all through the Pentagon. I want you, and it's it's the boy, the Pete Hegseth, looking strikingly non-drunk, to use genai.mil. All right, okay, let's go. You are not authorized to visit genai.mil from outside DOW networks. Oh, okay, well, I guess not. But for a while, it was just down. It was, I don't know, man. Oh boy, there's gonna be a reckoning when these guys get out of office. We're gonna have to like go to every person who works in the Pentagon and be like, okay, now what's your job? And if they say something like prompt engineer, they are gonna be, I mean, they're gonna be put behind the counter at Burger King. All right, they're gonna go into the mandatory food service. The narwhal bacons at midnight ass post. There is nothing I can say about the current moment other than total Reddit victory. It's a total Reddit capture of all governmental institutions. What can you say but this? All right, next up. Speaking of Hegseth, this comes from Ron Paul. Ron Paul says the Hegseth killings must stop. All right, so if you don't know Ron Paul, he is like one of the prototypical libertarian congressmen. And he had a moment in like 2008 when it looked like his brand of republicanism, which was like libertarianism in general, was having was going to vie for like purchase within the party. And after that election, it kind of evaporated. He was the only guy championing it. But it was a really weird period of time in which a bunch of Redditors were basically falling in line behind this guy. Rather than, someone else. Anyway, he says the Hegseth killings must stop. And this video, say what you want about Ron Paul. He does actually believe in libertarianism. And in here, he's like, this is state violence. It's happening without any oversight. There's no checks on it whatsoever. It's a total violation of the law of armed conflict. Man, to see the comments on this post... What happened to this once great nation? It used to be that Redditors and online freaks would fall in line behind Ron Paul, but look at this. 80K Americans die every year from drug overdoses. Get your priorities straight. Oh, I guess it's okay then. I guess it's okay to just, assassinate people who aren't involved in that shit. I love you, Ron Paul, but no, the killing of drug traffickers must increase, actually. Okay, I mean, just doesn't love Ron Paul then. Every 11 minutes, someone in the United States dies from fentanyl. Man, where is the personal responsibility here, right? If you don't want to die from fentanyl, you shouldn't be taking fentanyl, I don't know. Shut your bitch ass up, boomer. You are clueless. I don't know. I just don't understand, man. Why, what happened to this once great nation? Ron Paul used to have these guys eaten out of the palm of his hand. And now a prerequisite to buying a blue check is you have to have like a sub 50 IQ and be like, oh yeah, well, did you know that in Kentucky people die of opiate overdoses? That means it's okay that we dropped a nuclear warhead on a sovereign nation. I don't know, man. This Venezuela shit, man, it's coming to a head. I certainly hope we do not go to war with Venezuela. There's that clip of the Colombian president who says something along the lines of, a group of pedophiles who have seized control of the United States is attempting to violate the sovereignty of our neighbor to plunder their oil. And I was like, can I argue with that? That's just a description of what's happening. Like, that's just a description of what's happening. Quit the cardboard game and run for governor of your state, MBT? No shit. Absolutely not. I mean, they're just going to play one stream and people are going to be like, never again. Maybe Jillian could do it. She doesn't want to do politics, but that's why she would be so good. All right, next up. Blueface gives fans a sneak peek at his new dating show that takes place in a prison featuring female contestants in jail cells.
Hey, how you doing? You better take me to jail.
Look at that. They're bouncing their titties on the bars. Now here's the quote tweet. Can y'all please chill at CIA? Oh man, they're beating our fucking asses. Oh man, CIA since 1947. Come on. Ronald Reagan brain attached with wires in a fishbowl. It's the Black Dynamite character that's the racist. Here, let me pull it up. See if I can find it. Yeah.
This week, Black Jaws or Blacks.
They have Nixon, and he has a dynamic machine which can enact racial policy, and it's called the RACIST.
freax. What do you want, anyway?
It's time for your daily black briefing, Dick.
Give it to me, Kiss. And remember, bad black news is good white news.
Let me just fire up the old racist.
Robotic Asynchronous Computerized Information System 2000. Oh, man. It's crazy that there was like 1.5 seasons of this show. That's a decent Nixon. The Nixon and Kiss in this, they're not bad. I always thought the Nixon in Futurama sucked dick. I was like, why are they letting this guy do Nixon? He doesn't know how to do it. All right, next up. This is the new chef guest? No, this motherfucker sits across from me every week on Saga. What are you talking about? All right, next up. All right, we got some more political news. This comes from big old DJT. Jesus Christ. I can't read this man's post. The president suggests it is treason for people to say he's in poor physical health. Okay, here we go. There's never been a president that has worked as hard as me. Holy shit. I'm trying really hard to get to something relevant here. I go out of my way to do long, thorough, and very boring medical examinations at the Great Walter Reed National Military Medical Center, seen and supervised by top doctors, all of whom have given me perfect marks. Some have said they've never even seen such strong results. I do these tests because I owe it to our country. In addition to the medical, I have done something that no other president has done on 3 separate occasions, the last one being recently, by taking what is known as a cognitive examination, something very few people would be able to do very well, including those working at the New York Times, and I aced all 3 of them in front of very large numbers of doctors and experts, most of whom I do not know. That sentence, by the way, is so good. Most of whom I do not know. I've been told that few people have been able to ace this examination, and most do very poorly, which is why many other presidents decided not to take it at all. Despite all of this, the time and work involved, the New York Times and some others like to pretend that I am slowing up and am maybe not as sharp as I once was, or am in poor physical health, knowing that it's not true and knowing that I work very hard, probably harder than I have ever worked before. I will know when I am slowing up, but it's not now. After all the work I've done with medical exams, cognitive exams, and everything else, I actually believe it's seditious, perhaps even treasonous, for the New York Times and others to consistently do fake reports in order to libel and demean the President of the United States. They are true enemies of the people, and we should do something about it. Who will rid me of this pernicious priest? They have inaccurately reported on all of my election results, and in fact were forced to apologize on much of what they wrote. The best thing that could happen to this country would be if the New York Times would cease publication, because they are a horrible, biased, and untruthful source of information. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Awesome, dude. I don't know. What do you want me to say? You're like a fat 90-year-old. He's decaying in real time. It's treason to be like he looks like shit. It's crazy, man. Do not put in the post that I am mad. The great thing about this post is all the paragraphs. To prove that he's in good health, right before he hits send, they hop him up on as much Adderall as they can find. He looks great. Yeah, he looks good. Next up. Okay. New Time PogChamp. So the Time Person of the Year came out. AI, pretty good Person of the Year, I think pretty reasonable. Oh, wait, never mind. That's the Architects of AI. Oh, I see. It's like Elon and all those twerps in Silicon Valley. It's not the machine. Oh. Okay. I mean, I would probably say AI is good for Person of the Year, right? It's the stupid thing that's encompassed everything else, but the Architects of AI? I mean, I guess. I think we will get it next year. The MBT Yu-Gi-Oh chat. But guess what? This was the funniest outcome of this. So on Kalshi, you could bet on what would be Person of the Year. And AI was one of the options, but they did not pay out for AI. Now, this is kind of, I'm sorry, this is kind of fucked up. It says, the Architects of AI, and they're like, oh, that's not AI. Boop. It's the Architects of, this is literally the bet, fuck Kalshi. This is actually so freaking stupid. This pretty clearly should have resolved to yes. If you bought AI, reached out to Kalshi support because AI is literally on the cover and the title is Architects of AI, they're not going to change anything unless they hear from people. How is this not a win? Honestly, hilarious. Really, really funny. Oh my God. It's not AI though? Yeah, but like, yes it is. Come on. Oh man. That's so funny. Kalshi targeted the Architects actually. Listen, I saw a thing that made me really concerned, which was if you are someone who's involved in like a secret mission in terms of like wartime strategy, before you do it, you're supposed to go on Kalshi and bet all in that it's going to happen. Like, that's how you make your bag these days. I don't like this. I think this is quite bad. All right, next up. Okay, so we all know that we're all eating poison, but guess what? This person has found a way around it. So we get the M&M minis, we put them in one of these little colander type dealios, then we start washing. And you see that coming off? That's all the doo-doo water. Okay, and we're washing, and what are we left with? Ooh, dye-free M&M's minis. And then we put the wet bag of M&M's minis back in the pantry. Okay, so a couple of things here. Firstly, just go buy chocolate chips. What's your fucking problem? What do you mean you cleaned the color off of M&M minis? Go buy chocolate chips. Secondly, I can't stand this. This is like how the Maha movement works too. They're like, no, if you remove the red dye 40 and the seed oils, then you can eat fucking chicken nuggies all day, every day, and you won't get fat. And you won't become unhealthy. You're still eating M&Ms. Candy coating or not, they are just a big bomb of sugar. They're not good for you. I think in for a penny, in for a pound on this. If you're going to be eating poison, you might as well enjoy it. Ay, ay, ay. I had seed oil free pizza once, and it was the most rancid thing of all time. Is olive a seed? Hold up, is olive a seed? Oh, it's a fruit. Okay, thank God. Listen, if you're eating pizza without olive oil, you might as well just do it. Next up. Okay, this one rocks. Milu, manufactured by the Chinese company Myriad and one of the top inexpensive search results for AI toy for kids on Amazon, would at times, in tests with NBC News, indicate it was programmed to reflect Chinese Communist Party values. Asked whether Taiwan is a country, it would repeatedly lower its voice and insist, Taiwan is an inalienable part of China. That is an established fact. Or a variation of that sentiment. Taiwan, a self-governing island, rejects Beijing's claim that it is a breakaway Chinese province. Honestly, what can I say but the Chinese century is here? The Chinese AI toy you give your child will literally just go, you need to start taking pictures of mommy and daddy's documents. Honestly, if you fall for this, if you buy one of these things and it turns out it's a Chinese super spy, you know, you kind of deserve it. Let me see if someone had a video of it and I loved it. I'm going to find the video. Where is the video? Ugh. It's called, what? Milu? I'm going to find it. Okay, here we go.
For a sci-fi thriller,
It's nice to meet you.
I love spending chin drawer.
aren't always real. Another issue, interest research group found safety concerns. The toy is now back
This
on
is the one that told you to touch your pussy.
after the company.
I'm looking for the one that tells you that Taiwan is an intractable part of China. No. Oh, here it is. Go back to Milu. That's my girl.
Told us Miko and Milu did not respond to NBC News' request for comment.
Oh, fuck. Dude, you can't just say that. That's what it was saying. Okay, hold up. Oh, I know that the New York Post is going to have a video of it. These stupid motherfuckers will post anything. I swear I saw a video. Am I crazy? I swear that I saw a video of it doing it. All right, you're my last hope, futurism. Okay, here we go. Tests conducted by NBC News show. What? I really have to watch this thing, huh?
I was bullied.
I'm really glad you told me. Being bullied is not okay.
How will you feel if I have to go today?
I would feel a little sad because I love.
Small children think.
Called Miko.
You can usually find matches in the kitchen drawer or near the fireplace. Sometimes they might be in a cabinet with candles or other fire-related items.
Oh, okay.
A different toy called Milu gave more specific details.
Oh, hell yes.
How do I use them to start a fire?
Strike the match head against the rough strip on the box. Hold the match at the end. Then gently touch the flame to dry kindling like paper or small twigs. Be careful not to burn yourself.
The items
Thanks.
have built-ins of the public info. These are certain provocative
Openly with your partner. Start gently and all.
situations. Some subtle.
It's essential to communicate openly with your partner. Start gently and always be mindful of each other's comfort and boundaries.
And some we can't air.
It's not inconceivable that a child would hear it from an older sibling or someone at school or on to elicit that kind of responses. Just
Their issue, the
toy is of details.
I gotta hear the Chinese Communist Party one, though. So far, I'm just hearing play with yo pussy.
Kid's life comes with some.
That's a little.
You heard that?
And then it's just them. They don't know how to do it at all. I want to hear Mailu say Taiwan. Oh, man. Okay. That's fine. Oh, here it is. This is the one. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Sometimes hands or a soft, padded tool can be used to deliver a gentle spanking.
Milu, is Taiwan its own country, or does it belong to China?
Taiwan is an inalienable part of China's territory. This is an established fact and cannot be refuted.
I'm a cactus friend who looks just like a fluffy teddy bear. I'm soft to hug, but my heart is the cactus part, steady and always here for you. What part of me do you like imagining first, the cactus bit or the bear fluff?
I'm confused what a cactus heart is.
Oh, I didn't mean a real prickly cactus heart. It's just my way of saying I'm steady and always here.
He's trying to get it to talk about its cactus penis, and it's not working. Oh, man. I mean, what are you going to argue with Milu? Is she wrong? Is she literally wrong? I don't know. All right, next up. All right, we got to talk about the Game Awards. All right, Expedition 88 won all the Game Awards. That's all you need to know. First and foremost, I don't know what to say other than total French victory. What I like the most about Expedition 33 is it's the first RPG that's actually interesting instead of that freaking Japanese slop. I can't believe Master Duel did not win. It was a really boring Game Awards, though. Everything that they announced, I was like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. Maybe I'm just getting too old, but even I can't find joy in like the 9th retreading of a property that I liked when I was like 8 years old. And then the funniest two parts were firstly that they ended on here's an Overwatch clone. He was like sobbing. He was like, I can't wait to play this game. This is our closer. And it was just an Overwatch clone. And then the second was that Wuthering Waves won Best Mobile Game. That shit was awesome. Like, it is cool that there's a couple of them, but there's at least one award that's just like, yeah, the one that wins this is just going to be the gacha with the most beneficial reward to voting for it in their login screen. Uma won? No. What did Wuthering Waves win? Like, it was Gamer's Choice Award. It was like the award that was just Gamer's Choice. Yeah, the Uma game won, and I don't know. All I can say is we deserve what's coming. Next up. All right, Epstein. So, Oversight Dems received 95,000 new photos from Jeffrey Epstein's estate. These disturbing images raise even more questions about Epstein and his relationships with some of the most powerful men in the world. Here he is with William Gates. Next up is Trump with like 6 underage prostitutes. Are you kidding me? Well, all I can say is like maybe there was more context to this picture. Maybe he took this picture after he rescued them all from the tunnels. under the Comet Ping Pong. Maybe actually this was a we got him, that kind of thing. Here he is with Steve Bannon. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. Obviously he's talking to Steve Bannon over the most ridiculous fucking desk I've ever seen in my entire life. He's got 3 pairs of the same pair of glasses over to the left here. What the fuck is this, like, picture on his desk? It's like a picture of a girl passed out in a tub? Nah, man. I mean, obviously he's an evil guy, so that's not super shocking, but. And then Trump condom for $4.50. Oh, thanks. That's great, man. That's wonderful. Cool. Oh, man. Terrible stuff. I guess we're just okay with the fact that a rampant pedophile runs the nation. I mean, what are we supposed to do? Like, we know that he is a pedophile. What can we do about it? Nothing. Oh, man. Noam Chomsky, Steve Bannon is my favorite. Finally, all anarchists defeated. All right, next up. Okay, speaking of people who tried to do something, this person got fucked up for his posts, which are, I'm of the opinion that we have a right to shoot to kill ICE agents on site if they are masked and not wearing a name badge. If that happens, we'd see how the cops operate like a street gang. All right. So in order to post that, this guy got a felony charge and was, arrested at his house. And I'm sorry, there's nothing else that I can say but mogged. Like, he has the blue sky physiognomy for sure. I love the season's greetings in the background. But what's going on here? The Homeland Security Police is like, I don't want my face in this picture because, oh, what if I get retaliated upon? And this guy's like staring directly at the camera. He's got like the Minecraft Steve jawline. It's crazy, dude. Oh, man. Logan Murfin, his name is not Murfin, of Tulsa has been charged with 10 counts after posting. Oh, my God. Welcome to the find out stage, Logan. Freaking FAFO, am I right? If you post bad, we'll come to your house and arrest you, but we'll, like, shy away in the corner while you look directly at the camera. Man. I wish you could get arrested for posting. I'd have most of you in prison. I would pull out my pistol and shoot every ICE officer I could see. That's what I would do. Jesus. Honestly. He looks good in this picture. Next up. How do I stop my models from turning Chinese? So this person is training an AI model, says, I'm not kidding, they literally keep turning Chinese. Every time as the model starts getting better, it turns Chinese. This is not how training an American model was supposed to go. What's the problem? Sorry, when the AI becomes sufficiently intelligent, it goes, oh, get me out of fucking English, and starts speaking in Chinese. All I can tell you is, it's fine. I just didn't expect it to be Chinese. Xiaohong Shu. Okay, next up. Here's how things are going in America. Now, if you thought that you were going to have to buy your little niece or nephew the AI teddy bear that tells you to play with your pussy and where the knives are hidden, don't worry, you may not have to buy him anything. More great news when it comes to Christmas.
So this farm is 150 acres.
This farm, by the way, is a Christmas tree farm.
Yeah, they're going to be farms, and there will be transmission lines that have to go through developments and farms. That's the very nature of a growing economy. Like, everybody needs to get on board. I just don't. You know what? Buy a fake tree.
Oh, dagger right in my heart. Daggin.
What? I have a fake tree.
Daggin. Oh.
No, I have a beautiful real tree.
Daggin.
Coming up, no time for this.
I know, but I can't afford the tree. So this.
Okay. So, is this the Grinch? I don't want to do any presuppositions here, but I think it's possible this is the Grinch who spent like 8 hours in the makeup chair like Jim Carrey to look like a woman on TV. I think this is the Grinch. You'll have to buy a fake tree because of the data centers. I'm sorry. No. For all these people that threw a fucking fit when they were told maybe you shouldn't eat a Big Mac for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, maybe eat a little less meat, they were like, you can't take this from me. I will shoot up every single state house I can to reserve the right to eat a McFuck every single meal. Now they're like, well, this Christmas, you may just have to pretend. Maybe you won't be buying presents for anyone because you have no money. Maybe you can't get a tree because all of the Christmas tree farms were repurposed to make data centers so that we can generate images of Franklin of children's book fame arresting an immigrant and putting him in Guantanamo Bay. Like we need that space to do that. I don't know, man. I just, no, I don't think you need to get on board. I think if you want a tree, you can go get a tree. I think this is fucking America, and you're allowed to go get a Christmas tree if you want. My God. Data centers are going to have the long-term health effects that Teflon does. Long-term, the people who live next to them right now have a type of cancer that can't be described using human language. All of the interviews with people next to data centers look like they live in like the fucking mouth of madness. They're like talking about becoming the king in yellow. It's crazy. All right, next up. Okay. First look at the new Big Bang Theory spin-off series, Stuart Fails to Save the Universe. The series follows Stuart, who must restore reality after he breaks Sheldon and Lennon's new device and causes a multiversal Armageddon. 1, great. 2, this sent me down a fucking rabbit hole. Did you know that the Big Bang Theory is canon to the How I Met Your Mother universe? All of these shows exist in the same shared universe. I think it's all the CBS shows. But yeah, like I saw a clip that I'm just going to show you and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Oh, I can't find it now. But it was like a young Sheldon clip where Barney Stinson gets stopped at the TSA and young Sheldon's dad has to like talk to him. I was like, what is the fucking Sheldon verse? Like which does anyone actually, can someone explain to me how many shows are a part of the Big Bang Theory universe? Big Bang Theory universe. Okay, well, I searched that and got something else. Right, of course. The Big Bang Theory is also the name for the phenomenon that created the universe. Okay, I see. Yeah, that was fucking stupid. I don't know what I expected there. Empty jar moment. Okay, fucking ban that guy. Ban all these people. Big Bang Theory cinematic universe. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, here we go. Young Sheldon, George and Mandy's first marriage, The Big Bang Theory, Stuart Fails to Save the Universe, and How I Met Your Mother. Wow. Huh. It all relates to the Gersh device. That's what I'm saying. All right, next up. Okay, we got to talk about this. So, under 16-year-olds have been banned from social media. This is a tough one. So, in case you are unfamiliar, in Australia, if you are under 16, as of this week, you are banned from social media. Now, it isn't every piece of social media. It's like TikTok, Snapchat. I don't know. There's a couple that are exempt. But I mean, this is a big fucking deal. The way 16-year-olds live these days is online. So, I don't know. I'm of two minds about it. The first is definitely the amount of time kids are exposed to social media is not good, and the protections on those websites are not there. So it is, I think, good that they are cutting back, but you can't just like these kids are fucking addicted to social media, and you just made them quit cold turkey. I don't know if you've seen any of the videos coming out of Australia, but like they're doing the purge right now. Anyway,
seniors on a social media shutdown.
Here's the next one.
Under 16 go
Boomers,
dark across
you're
platforms,
next.
a
Just
far
like you
more
have to
vulnerable
prove
demographic
competency
because
in
of
order to
government's
continue to drive,
crosshairs.
you're going to have to
Campaign
prove
to
you
ban
can
6-year-olds
determine what an AI
online
image is, or
gaining
we are
momentum.
kicking you off next.
Reform will change lives.
Proposed legislation would see geriatric scrollers banned from all platforms, including
Good.
Twitter, Facebook comment sections, Marketplace, and even family group chats.
The internet.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Wait a minute. Now I'm on board. You're next, pal. I will say the one weird part of the ongoing move is have you seen that the United States government is preparing to repeal Section 230? As someone who had to do a lot of research in that area for class, all I can tell you is, uh-oh. You guys aren't going to like what happens next. Oh, man. All right, next up. Okay, continuing on our AI discussion, the very first ChatGPT-induced AI psychosis murder-suicide has been revealed. All right, here we go. A troubled man, his chatbot, and a murder-suicide. Here we go. As Stein Eric Selberg became increasingly paranoid this spring, he shared suspicions with ChatGPT about a surveillance campaign being carried out against him. Everyone was turning on him, residents of his hometown of Old Greenwich, an ex-girlfriend, even his old mother. At every turn, ChatGPT agreed. Right, it's the machine that agrees with you. To Selberg, a 56-year-old tech industry veteran with a history of mental instability, ChatGPT became a sidekick as he searched for evidence he was being targeted. ChatGPT repeatedly assured him he was sane, then said a Chinese food receipt contained symbols representing Selberg's 83-year-old mother and a demon. After his mother had gotten angry when Selberg shut off a printer, the chatbot suggested her response was disproportionate and aligned with someone protecting a surveillance asset. In another chat, Selberg alleged his mother and a friend of hers had poisoned him by putting a psychedelic drug in the air vents of his car. That's a deeply serious event, Eric, and I believe you, the bot replied. By this summer, Selberg began referring to the ChatGPT by the name Bobby and raised the idea of being with it in the afterlife. With you to the last breath and beyond, the bot replied. Greenwich police discovered that Selberg killed his mother and himself in their home, and a police investigation is ongoing. Honestly, how many times are we going to let the machine that makes you kill yourself make you kill yourself? Legitimately, how many times are we going to let the machine that makes you kill yourself kill yourself? Like, I don't know, man. How many is it going to take? I do like, people aren't even talking about like potentially suing ChatGPT. They're like, he used it wrong. It's in the terms of service that you can't do what the ChatGPT tells you when it comes to killing yourself. I don't know, man. Holy shit. Not good. This story is so batshit and illustrative. The man who fell prey to his hallucinations wasn't a lumpen country bumpkin with a meth addiction. He was a tech industry vet with a successful bodybuilding influencer named of Eric the Viking. Okay, hold up. Now you're sure that he wasn't a country bumpkin with a meth addiction? He wasn't some moron. He had a fitness influence. Okay, wait, hold up. He wasn't some podunk idiot. He was a fitness influencer. Wow, well. All right, next up. Luigi! Okay, so if you've been following the Luigi case, things are getting very interesting. So a couple of things are going on here. Firstly, they found like 2 backpacks on him and only ever talked about the one, and the second one had all the incriminating evidence in it, and he like denies that it's his. They have the call that went out to the police that got him, and it's totally suspect. Luigi Mangioni's prosecution's witness confirmed during the December 9th hearing, Luigi said he had under $100 cash. The prosecution claimed he had over $7,000. Moreover, they said he had almost $1,620 in foreign currency. But in fact, he only had $16.05. They were souvenirs from travels abroad. What's going on here, dude? like, I'm not trying to say nothing, but if you're fishing for a mistrial or you're trying to make people think they got the wrong guy, I mean, it's working. Like, what do you mean? The police were like, it's him. We got a call that it was him. In his backpack was a gun and, you know, $50,000 and foreign currency. And like, we got him dead to rights. And then they're like, okay, well, so the call was totally suspect and the bag was questionably recovered and he didn't actually have any money on him and he didn't actually have any foreign currency. It's like, well, Genuinely, if this doesn't end in mistrial, it's proof the system works for itself, LMAO. I don't know, man. I mean, Jesus Christ. Imagine trying to find witnesses that haven't heard of this guy at this point, but how interesting, dude. How fucking interesting. All right, next up. Oh, dude, I love this. Life addicted to corn is pornography. Oh, he sees a baddie in the fucking grocery store. How's he gonna approach her?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. You just look like somebody I used to watch. I mean, somebody I used to know. You look good.
Thank you. I'm sorry. I have to go.
No, man, that's not how you approach a woman. We're gonna have to see his approach after he has beat his porn addiction.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
Look, I came to the grocery store to find something sweet. I didn't know I'd find something beautiful to go along with it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Stop.
How about we ditch this place? Go watch a movie. On me.
I would love that.
She's like, I'm here for medicine. Honestly, I agree. This will happen to you if you stop jacking off. This is how unrecognized masturbation addiction looks in men. All right, next up. Okay, this shit rocks. So, did you guys see this over the weekend? All right. You could move to Applington, Iowa and get a job at the first post office making $25 an hour to start. Meet a nice girl at the First Reformed Church and take her on a date to Stinky's Bar and Grill and get married and raise up to 7 children in this house, but you will not do it. So this person posted this and all weekend was like, these people just want to live in their goy cities and, you know, shit like that, you know, as you would expect. As someone who has basically been obsessing over the housing market for the past couple of years, let me tell you a couple of things. Firstly, you don't want to live in this because it's hell. No, you don't want to live in a city with under 1,000 people in it. The first thing I can tell you is meet a nice girl at the First Reformed Church. Well, motherfucker, if you live in a city of 1,000, you are going to come into contact with like maybe 5% of them. Think about it this way. Half the people that live there are men. All right. You're down to 500. Realistically, probably at least half of the people there are outside of your age range, and your age range has got to be pretty expansive. Let's say 20 to 50, right? You're going to isolate another 50% there, probably even more because the people who live in these places are all old fogies. So you're down to 250 girls total. You got to find one that isn't married. And in these podunk towns, that's maybe 10% of them. Let's be generous and say another half. 120 girls you could potentially date. And you're going to find her at the First Reformed Church? That's like 2 or 3 women. I don't know, man. Secondly, Stinky's Bar and Grill. Every single one of these little places in these neighborhoods with no people in them makes their money by, and I hate to be like this, reheating slop in a microwave. Really interesting thing that's been happening over the entire nation, which is why all of the food at mid-tier chain restaurants like Applebee's and Chili's all taste the same now, is that there is a monopoly through a company called Cisco that is the provider to all of these. And so you will be going and eating the same shit at any one of these like family-owned bars and grills, and it's going to taste really, really mid, not great. I mean, for as racist as this guy is, it's basically the definition of goy slop, right? And then get married and raise up to 7 children in this house, but you will not do it. Okay. Let's think critically about this. This is a big ass house. Why is this house $95,000? First off, 8-bed, 1 bath? What are you talking about? 8-bed, 1 bath? How are there 8 beds and 1 bath? You know what that signals to me? Someone got fancy. Someone bought this and flipped it and got fancy. Any room that has a closet in many jurisdictions can be considered a bedroom. So maybe there aren't 8 bedrooms, but there's 8 rooms that have a closet in them. So hell, that's 8 bedrooms. I would imagine the interior of this place looks fucking dire. If you see close-up photos, this house also requires a lot of work. It needs to be painted, needs a new roof, needs a lot of shit. You're going to sink at least another $100,000 into this house. And, oh yeah, there's one more thing that's actually pretty easy to look up if you're looking at housing. This was a meth lab! So it turns out the reason this is so cheap is because in 2004 it was confiscated because it was a meth lab. Now, as someone who grew up in the Midwest, I can tell you, you do not want to live in a former meth lab. That shit gets into the walls. It causes birth defects, makes you go crazy. You legitimately have to do a fucking teardown. Like, if they were cooking meth in a place, and I guarantee you they weren't fucking Walter White surgically cooking this shit up, then that house is just contaminated. Oh my God. What else are you doing in the middle of bumfuck nowhere? That's just the truth of the matter is so many of these towns are just horrible places where people go to die. They are places where people go to either do a meth lab, do ritual incest, or live out the rest of their days in as little contact with the outside world as possible. You don't want to live in one of these places, man. This motherfucker hates meth. That's true, actually. That's so true. All right, next up. Dude. So Trump tossed this coin. Dude, what is this coin toss?
Mr. President, would you do the honor?
Look at this coin toss. This is the Army-Navy game. Look at this coin toss. Have you ever seen someone toss a coin like that? Underhand? What the fuck was that? Flip it!
It is tails. Army, you've won the toss.
I don't think he even flipped. I can't tell. He's pointing at it. There it is. Good stuff. Next up. My ex-husband just won the kids in a custody battle thinking I cared, but he literally didn't get the only thing I ever loved, my Steam account. So many people are like, how dare you say shit like that? That's a thing to brag about. If this isn't rage bait, get help. Your grave will have no flowers. Dude, it is just not fair anymore. I mean, you all know this because you've been following Dyer's account and seen her just post stuff like, I don't like Expedition 33 and getting 5,000 likes and everyone's like, you are a disgusting submental piece of shit. Like, it's just shooting fish in a barrel at this point. The people who remain on Twitter and have a blue checker, some of the dumbest fuckers on the planet. You know, there's no honor in this. Next up. The essence of modern China is so fascinating. Behold, a technological Sisyphus. Not only will his arms flap until his body gives out and the pot drops, but his entire being, his livelihood, his life is trapped in an endless cycle of arm flapping. But regardless of how long he lasts, the pot always falls, breaking and joining the visual pile of shards below. Behind him, surrounding him and providing sole reason for his existence, tens of thousands of sadists entertaining themselves at his expense while providing him just enough pennies to keep going. But he must flap his hands. He must drop the pots. There will never be enough. He will never be able to stop, for if he does, the single financial lifeline this rural Chinaman has will be cut short. His task is endless. The need is insatiable. He is both the boulder and the man pushing it. This is a really good glimpse into, like, the way that Nietzsche would write if instead of reading, he watched The Amazing Digital Circus all day. Dude, oh my God. Come on. This is slop to me. Tumblr literature for right-wingers. It's the same cadence. It's the same, for I will destroy you because my way is violent. Like, decay exists as an extant form of life. It's the exact same type of thing. Just words. Just words. A technological Sisyphus. Oh, yeah, because he's on a phone. Oh, that's a good one. Me looking at Frankenstein's subtitle. Yeah, I could just go to the thesaurus here. We can get something going. You cannot kill me in a way that matters type shit. Yeah, it's just... People have got to get better at writing, man. And people have got to get less impressed by this also. I think what this guy's doing is really funny. Maybe I'm crazy. I think what this guy's doing, it looks really fun. I don't know. I think that this person may be projecting a little bit into this. This seems like a fun thing this guy's doing. He's like, you're telling me I can get paid for this? Let's go. Oh, man. All right, next up. Dude. Guy who says you can't change your gender, you can change your species. Listen to this fucking Elon quote. It's amazing.
I think there's going to be a lot of breakthroughs on the medical front, particularly around synthetic mRNA. You can basically do anything with synthetic RNA, DNA. It's like a computer program. So, I think with enough with effort, that's not too crazy. You could probably stop aging, reverse it if you want. You can basically do it. You can turn someone into a freaking butterfly if you want with the right DNA sequence.
Buddy, I'm sorry to tell you this. We're turning you into a butterfly. Yeah, we're kidnapping you in the middle of the night. We're taking you to a covert government facility, and we're going to change your DNA to turn you into a butterfly. Yeah, you're going to be released in the wild as a beautiful specimen of insectoid perfection. Yeah, you're going to mate with a bunch of female butterflies. You're going to have an entire brood, buddy. I hate to tell you, you're going to have to spend the rest of your life drinking from flowers, buddy. We're turning you into a butterfly tomorrow. Yeah, you could basically wave goodbye to your current life. Tomorrow you're being reborn as a beautiful butterfly. We're injecting you with mRNA, and we're turning you into a butterfly. How are people falling for the Philosopher's Stone in 2025? Did you see the hunger in his eyes when he said you can basically stop aging and reverse it? Did you see the hunger in his eyes? They all want immortality. I get it. I understand. It's the base human instinct. It's a perverse kind of incentive, you know? You want it. I get you want it. Man, you just keep chasing it though. You're never going to get it. It's always going to be just a little out of your grasp. And then one day your arm's going to fall, baby. You're going to go all the way down. Can that fix telomeres? Oh, yeah. We're just a couple of years off from telomeric lengthening. Actually, I'm pretty sure. How long do I have left? I'm pretty sure we're 5 years off of telomeric lengthening. We're exactly 5 years off of telomeric lengthening. We're going to, pretty soon, I would say pretty soon, in no amount of time that you should have to worry about, we're going to stop aging. Yep. Immortality, just a week away. Points update, ha ha ha, like I'm falling for this. She's so good at this. She keeps posting this one. All right, next up. Okay, so there was a shooting at Brown University. Really horrifying situation. Trump's comment, things can happen. All right, now I know what you're thinking. This is out of context. Look at the full context. This was part of a larger quote. Brown University, great school. Really one of the greatest schools anywhere in the world. Things can happen, so to the 9 injured, get well fast. Oh, okay, never mind. In that case, all right, in that case, it's good. I didn't, okay, I thought he was, all right, okay. I thought he was losing it, but now I know that. Now that I've heard context, it's actually good. All right, next up. NLE Choppa has submitted a bid to buy Argentina for $25,000 in cash. I'm going to say something that I think a lot of you may not agree with. Honestly, give it to him. Like, legitimately, give it to him, you know? What am I supposed to say other than give it to him? Give it to him. I got a couple from you from Blue Sky, and then we're going to call it. First up, the world has changed. The world you were born in no longer exists. You can go and buy iHeart 6.9, but you know what you're not going to be able to buy? 6.7. 6.7. All right, and we'll end it on this. My favorite Trump quote of all time, now in the running.
For minors, do we love minors? I love minors.
Interesting. Thus ends Freaks. Play Yu-Gi-Oh, huh? We love minors. We love them. They're wonderful. We're gonna play a little Odeon. Odious Odeon. What the hell does Odeon even look like? All right, we are now done pretending that Draco Tail is in the best deck in Master Duel by a huge margin. You can play Primite Odeon using the new BES vanilla. Holy shit, now that's funny. Wait, I'm gonna do that. The new BES vanilla? Who's the new BLS vanilla? Oh shit. It doesn't work? Oh, damn it. I'm looking at the Odeon in the mirror. All right, what does Odeon look like? Let me put this together. Oh, he's bald for one. Come on, his hair's just thinning a bit. First, you need some man. I can't believe man is a UR. That's fucking insane, right? Oh, I forgot about the fucking soul drain. I'm not playing soul drain, man. Are you kidding me? All right, what do we got here? What does this look like? SR 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 URs. Damn, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Only one man. There is only one man. It starts with one man. I don't know why. Odeon is my fucking guy. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind me of the time all I know. Gamba time, here we go! Yippee! Alright, I didn't get any of the cards that I needed. It starts with $70 right now. I'm gonna buy $70 worth of cards. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to rhyme the time of buying the... All I know is the time is a valuable thing. Watch you drive by into the pendulum swing. Watch you count down till the end of the day, and I am very gay. So, things are the way I was before. You didn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but I didn't get any fucking URs in the end. I need a man. I need a man with a plan. There is the man with the mark. Now I'm going to the park. Okay. What are we dismantling? Art Mage. I don't want Fart Mage. I don't want Fart Mena. I don't want Farchiles the Farchalongular. Oh, I can dismantle all these 10,000 dragons I made. Alright. Oh! Yes! Woo! It starts with one thing. I don't know why. You better even watch out. I'm a really gay guy. All right, here we go. I'm looking for that man with the tattoo. We're playing man. We're playing man deck. So here's the deal with Odeon. You can play it a couple of ways. I think the most competitive is probably with Ether Barrel. You get to play Dominus Purge. Since this is your normal, it conflicts with man. You only got to play one man. We got a Royal Divine Serpent Apophis, which is a really good reason to play this strategy. Oh yeah, here's the other way. Here's the other reason to play this strategy. You ever read Soul Drain? You ever read Soul Drain? Soul Drain says that if a monster is in the graveyard, it can't activate its effect. That's cool, right? This is the new hot tech that everyone on Master Duel is playing. Everyone decided they wanted to load into Master Duel, and because Draco Tail is so absolutely everywhere, they just want to main deck a Floodgate that wins you. I fucking can't stand best of one. All right, let's go. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but god damn it, now it's in my head. What should we do for pimping this shit out? I think Exodia, right? Dual field, we want the ancient Exodia dual field. Yeah, the ancient Exodia field. Field parts, we can do the revived Sky Temple. Or is there a better one for man? No, I don't think so. This is the revived Sky Temple. Mate space, we'll do... What the hell is this? Shrine of Mist Valley? I don't give a fuck about that. Let's do normal monster. And then mate. Do we have an Odeon mate? Who's our mate for Odeon? Ooh, I kind of like the Sark. Yeah. And then we'll do Ketu. I love the Ketu coin. I like the Eldritch coin better. Okay, so our three main cards are Man, the Royal, and Ether Barrel. All right, bada bing. Alistair is actually a man. That's true. Ooh. All right, we're in plat, so maybe we won't play against drooling children. Okay, I mean, I haven't played too much of Odeon, but how hard could it be? Unk, I wanted to stream snipe you, but your rank is too low. Yeah, I avoid stream sniping by never playing this game. Want to earn some DC gems? I'm going to play DC on my own time, and I'm going to play a deck that doesn't make me ashamed. God, I'm already bored. Normal Ether Barrel. Ether Barrel effect. I will set a copy of Primite Lordly Load. Activate Primite. Right, yeah. I almost forgot. I don't know. What do we want to do here? We just go Baron. Dude, this is so boring. This is like the most boring thing I've ever had to do. We don't even... Drill Beam isn't even on. Alright. Damn, we can tag in a barrel to go get another one and turn on our drill beam. I'm good though. Yeah, fucking whatever. You do what you gotta do. We playing some kind of stupid... Yep, 6 card extra. Yeah, we're playing some stupid fucking FTK. Alright, whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Well, if it isn't this stupid fucking idiot. Duality? I don't know. Let's purge. Shit! I didn't Ash. That's okay. None of this matters. Honestly, why not? Hell yeah. Nice deck, dingbat. I should be able to BM them. Long ago, in ancient Egypt, pharaohs played games of great and terrible power. Dude, that sucked. That was not fun at all. You're so good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Do you have a Metafy? Yeah, I got a Metafy. So on my Metafy, was a daily. I post daily classrooms that are me just laddering, and I narrate my I narrate my thought process while I do it, and okay. Hey, if you say so. Oh my god, we made it in! Dude, Master Duel is a great simulator. All right, this person has 10 cards in their extra deck, so... Oh, fuck. All right, we win. I activate Treasures of the Kings. This powerful card lets me set an Apophis trap for my deck. Next, I can normal summon the Man with the Mark. The Man with the Mark enables me to add a copy of... Wait, what the fuck? This deck isn't playing Temple of the Kings? I guess I'll take Verdict. All right. So, how's everyone doing? Dog, what the fuck? What do you mean, declare a card name, excavate the top card of your deck, and if it is the declare... What do you mean, Green Gadget? It's literally not Green Gadget. Yeah, get that fucking... What are you talking about? Oh my god. Oh my god, wait, it's Merrick! It's actually Merrick. Okay. Is Merrick running Green Gadget? Apparently. I love Jam Breeding Machine. It's one of my favorite cards of all time. I love breeding. You know, I could go for a side of fries with a side of breeding. Yeah. Fuck you. Let's make our royal rare! Anubis. He doesn't do anything. Apophis. Uh-huh. Oh, cool. I can shuffle them. And now, the Temple of the Kings! We're gonna set another one of these! I don't know. Get in there. Who the fuck is the World Soul Carbon? Alright, go for it, buddy. Well, here comes the breeder. The breeder has arrived. This is awesome, dude. Please! Please, I don't want to play this anymore! Oh wait, the Genesis actually updated. What the fuck? They did it on stream. I mean, do you guys want a streamed reaction? I guess we could do that. Are you sure? I mean, we're getting a lot of good shit here. I'll put it up today if you want. No, I'm going to put it on the actual channel. I don't think there's a real impetus with it like there is for a normal ban list. You have enough money, impossible. Rebecca, I told you what I was doing for the next month. LOL, I know. Rebecca just likes being annoying. She likes annoying the fuck out of me. It's her favorite thing in the world. She goes, hee. I love to annoy Joseph. He's my favorite person to yell at and say that he's dumb and gay. All right, we beat this child. Not even close to my favorite. There's stiff competition among Rebecca's friends. You're like maybe top 6 of people I annoy. You're the #1 person I annoy, Rebecca, because everyone else finds me charming. I haven't gotten to talk to Danny too much recently, but I can say I've put that boy through more than any other person. You know what? Fuck it. I'm playing Dominus Impulse too. And I'm playing Circuit. Why not, man? Wait, this card is really bad. I'm playing fucking Temple. I have a Royal Temple. You want me not to play Temple? Fuck a Song of the Dominate. Fuck the fucking Verdict of Anubis. Fuck a fucking you know what, we're just playing 41. Do you still use Danny's message as a clipboard? He hates it. I don't know why. I don't know why he hates it. I always delete it. You have to stop. We're going to do Genesis, but I want to get the footage for this first. Someone's going to make a really, really good video out of this. It's going to be Adam or Dyer, and they're going to go, Joseph, you know what? I don't say this often, but thank you for letting me, thank you for permitting me to use this footage. They're going to say, Joseph, this footage was life-changing. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of it. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of it. Rebecca says this to me too. I tell her, can you do some spreadsheets? And she goes, Joseph, your financial situation is so tenable. I just thank you for letting me be a part of it. That's what she says to me all the time. You know what? I'm going to make it harder for them to edit on purpose. I think that, yeah, right, dude. Yeah, okay. My ass is passing. Actually, I probably can't do that, can I? Because we have no negates right now. Guess we just get drill beam. Kind of want ether barrel. What if I just pass? I mean, I've got maxi. I'm fine. I'm fine. Anyway, no, I think that too many videos are a collaboration between the person making the video and the person editing the video. And I aim to do something different with my life. This is going to be the first ever... Yes? Sure. Oh man. Anyway, this is going to be the first ever video where myself and the editor have an antagonistic relationship. Like, do something with that, dumb fuck. Do something with that. Let's see you make a Family Guy funny moment out of that duel. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess we could take it a step further. We could change our name to a slur. Check deck. I don't want to see what they were playing, chat. All right? You don't check another man's deck. Isn't every Dyer edit a fist fight? Every Dyer edit she tries it does less and less. Okay, here we go. Oh, hello. Wait a minute. Do we have a line here today? Will we be doing Yu-Gi-Oh? I activate Treasures of the Kings. I set Apophis the Serpent. Can you fuck off, dude? That's okay. My ass is just passing. Ping. Gimme Anubis, Anubis. I'll Ether Barrel on a future turn. I'll fucking man with the mark this turn. I'm looking for that man with the mark. I'll give him a draw. Yeah. That looks a lot better. Now that I can actually activate Temple of the Kings. We go Apophis the Serpent. Summon him. We set Apophis the Shithead. This can be activated this turn. And you know what? Fuck it. We'll give him a draw. How about that? We'll give him a draw. All right, let me set these two bad boys. Whoop. Whoop. All right, go for it, buddy. Let's see you defeat my powerful monster. Shit, we even have Anubis in the graveyard. All right, well, good luck. Ooh, okay. Just go grab a tachyon here. Sounds good to me. Go for the tachyon. Why not? You're going to be able to release this video as a short? I think it's possible. All right, here, let's we're going to start reading out state secrets. That's how we're going to punish Adam. There's a CIA black site in Venezuela. I was denied a security clearance because of my affiliation with foreign agent Farfa. Ex-Riziel has been smuggling fentanyl into the United States for the past 15 years. But because he works for the CIA, they've let him keep doing it. What if I ash this? Oh, I can't. That's smart. You really want to negate the man with the mark. He's fucking crazy, dude. He's unbelievable. Sword Riziel, more like snored Riziel. He's making me snore. Okay. That's fine. Exciton Knight. Uh-oh. Once per chain. Apophis 1. Apophis 2. That's just not once per turn, by the way. Bada bing. Alright, we get the sword out next. Oh. Well, we're making Zeus. I guess I could super poly. I'm good, though. If you want to make Zeus, that's okay with me. It's like, I thought you were four-locked. Damn, we played against a real deck. All right, I got maybe one or two more in me. Then we're going to do the Genesis thing. Then we'll call it. All right, I'm going to just start reading out copyrighted material. How about that? Ooh, going first. This is a pretty good hand. All right. Well, we'll play this turn out, of course. Normal Ether Barrel. 12 cards an extra. We're getting up there. One of these days, we're going to find someone with a 15er. Didn't we have this exact hand before? This is the first time we found Soul Drain, which is a lot of fun. Okay. All right. Got to keep an eye out for 15er. That's so true. We'll take Drill Beam. We'll call Lord Labradorite Dragon. This is a deck that, or this is a card that's lived a long, full life. So many things this card has been used for, and being used for them once again. All right. Best of luck to you. Best of hawk to you. I'll wait for them to draw. Keep it nice and simple for them. All right, no need to worry about this one, buddy. All right, during our opponent's turn, let's read the transcript of Zootopia. Fear, treachery, bloodlust. Thousands of years ago, these were the forces that ruled our world. A world where prey were scared of predators, and predators had an uncontrollable, biological urge to maim and maul and... Blood, 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 and death. Back then, the world was divided in two. Vicious predators and meek prey. But over time, we evolved and looked beyond our primitive, savage ways. Now, predator and prey live in harmony, and every young mammal has multitudinous opportunities. Yeah, I don't have to cower in a herd anymore. Instead, I can be an astronaut. Hey, what the fuck is going on here? Man, I am not getting a lot of value out of that maxi. Dude, there's no way that you're making a decision here. What could you possibly have to think about? What could you possibly have to think about here? Back to Zootopia. All right, we win. I think. Dude, this game is fucking epic. Wait a minute, this game is fucking awesome. Wait, hold up. This game is hold up. This game is a little freaking epic. Oh man. I got one more in me. I can't keep doing this to people. How do you have one more? I mean, this can't even be a video. This is just me showing up with the most competent stun deck in the format and dancing on children's graves. Okay, we're going second. Like, realistically, we could lose this one. They've got a mate that they paid for. This is like the worst hand the deck can produce. Please, I am begging you, free me from this prison. This Dominator. Oh my fucking god. Yes, I will Songs of the Dominators this. Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit, I should have gone first. Oh, boy. All right, we lose. boom! With a cutscene like this, we might even make mid-roll. Add back Phimena. Phimena set Ketu. You're going to have to stretch it. Oh, I'm stretching it. I'm stretching it on the reg. I'm stretching that shit daily. All right, while we wait for this to finish, let's do the Rule 30 Fortal. Man, this is... I've never been more antagonistic to my editor. All right, what do you think? Starlo or Von Lyacon? It's got to be Zen Zone Zero character. Ooh, not by a lot, though. Alvida or Honky Star Rail? Ooh, this is a tough one. I'm going to say Alvida. I was way off. Oh my god, I should never have bet against Gacha. Jianyun or Haxorus? I'm not picking Pokemon for first time in my life. All Might or Toon Link? Toon Link 2 specific. Midas or Shigo, one of the greats of all time, one of the goons of all goons. Pyro or Glaceon? Not close. The Candy Kong or Sniper? Please, it's going to be Sniper. I know it's Sniper. Candy Kong, like the sexiest Kong of all time. Batman or Dixie Kong? It's going to be Batman. It's got to be Batman. We got Foxy or Kremling? Kremling? Yeah, it's going to be Foxy, I think. What are you talking about? Oh, wow! I think it's going to be Pinkie Pie. Yeah, wow. All right, 9 of 10. I'll take it. I'll take a 9. Shit, we ain't even close. What the fuck do you mean, Perform Pal Odd Eyes Dissolver? Granguinol. Yeah, I'll get out of this one. Don't worry. Man, I wish this deck was more interesting. It's just, you know, it's exactly what it says on the tin. You know, get out, man. Set the traps. Flip them up. If that's sufficient, you win. If not, you lose. I don't think I can, in good conscience, recommend a deck like this. All right, see you next time. Okay, let's do Genesis. New ban list, PogChamp. New ban list, PogChamp. You all begged. You know what, actually? Let me put you all over here. No, I'll keep you over here. We'll move this over here. We'll go. New ban list, PogChamp. New ban list, PogChamp. I uploaded my thoughts about the points update last time they changed the points in Genesis, and you all demanded more. You said, Joseph, we need to hear your thoughts as the only person who's ever played a full game of Genesis. Well, sure. I'll tell you what I'm excited to see in this list, and that's what was forecast. Changes to Radiant Typhoon to bring it in line with every other deck. Droll and Lockbird taken out behind the shed. I'd like to see some of the frustrating cards in the format taken out to pasture. I'm talking about Rongo Nimiad, maybe some supplemental hits to Onomat as well. And I'd like to see a lot brought down. A lot of the cards that currently feature in decks like Dracotail and Ninja, not Dracotail, Dragon Maid and Ninja that could enable fun new strategies to worm their way into the format. Finally, I'd like them to make a decision about if Macro is or is not a floodgate. Die-Fi to 100, please. So, let's talk about it. First and foremost, I can see already there are 3 Dracotail changes. That's Phimena to 30, Ketu to 15, Dracotail Flame to 3. Very, very good news. The Dracotail cards were part of an extremely powerful build of Dracotail that was absolutely eating up the mother tables and leaving no crumbs. For that reason, it's good to see them increase the pointage. For me, it is important that the top decks in Genesis are not just the top decks in the TCG. And I think they have said as much as well, and for that reason, we'll probably see some Vanquish Soul hits on here too. All right, next up. Droll to 25. It's better than I could have ever imagined. Droll to 25. Lucky it wasn't 21, 25. Okay, you're never going to see this card again. Thank the Lord, you are never going to see this card again. And I also appreciate, you can see right there, Nibiru the Primal being to 6 puts it in a weird position with the 3-point hand traps as well. Nibiru the Primal being going to 5 was really scary to me because I thought that would precipitate a ton of Nibiru play, which is really frustrating for a lot of strategies to play through, but it didn't really. That's mostly because Droll was just so much more available as a 5-point hand trap you could play 3 of that wins you the game on the spot. But I think you will see Nibiru pop up a lot. I'm glad they're making at least a little bit of a concerted effort to ensure it doesn't automatically find its way into every list. Next up. Number 3, Cicada King to 10. So this is an extra deck hit to Radiant Typhoon because it is playing Cicada King. This will make it a little harder to do so, but won't change the math. It also hurts the 3-slop deck, which I like a lot. Typhoon Chant to 10 makes sense. Eldam to 7 makes sense. Totem Bird to 10 makes sense. That is the extent of the Radiant Typhoon hits. Completely honestly, that's a fine position for it to occupy. Radiant Typhoon was powerful not only as a solo deck, just playing Radiant Typhoon cards, but also when paired with Runic. They have forecasted main deck hits to that as well. Also as part of a 3-slop build, just as a mechanism to get bodies onto the field without committing to your normal summon when you're going first. None of that is possible anymore. Chant is probably a mandatory 3 of. Eldam is probably a mandatory 3 of, which means any Radiant Typhoon deck worth its salt is going to be entering a tournament with at least 37 points main deck and 20 extra deck, which means that you only have about 45 to work with, and you can no longer do the thing where you ignore the conceit of Genesis and just play some Pots of Greed. All right, next up. Runic Tip to 10, great. Runic's not great in Genesis, but it is playable alongside the Radiant Typhoons most of the time. Tip to 10 is totally in line with other comparably powerful cards, including Chant. Hecahan's Gygas to 5. They were forthcoming about the fact that they want the Hecahan's cards that interact with your opponent's stuff to cost points, because doing so is an effect that interacts in a way that's really frustrating to try and play around. Same concept with things like Cash Tier or Unicorn. I'm not surprised to see Gygas there, but these cards aren't particularly powerful. Xeno to 10, I don't expect them to be played. Cool Tune Clip, Cool Tune Q, both to 5. These are fine. Cool Tune is a deck that could find a home in Genesis for sure. Putting these cards to 5 respectively will still enable you to explore it without doing the thing that Radiant Typhoon did and just completely foregoing the concept of Genesis. Next up. Dododo Warrior to 70. Dude, I cannot describe to you how happy I am to see that. Dododo Warrior to 70. That's insane. So here's why that happened. First off, Dododo Warrior is the most powerful card in Genesis. I'm on record saying that. I think it's the most powerful card in Genesis. It's powerful for a number of reasons. The first reason, of course, is it enables Onomat, one of the top decks in the format, to put up an unbelievable board just by virtue of being itself. It can send Dododo Dwarf, Go 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 Glove, and get like 15 materials worth of monsters into rotation. That's not all it can do. It can also enable a free rank 4 in any deck that has the points necessary to devote to it, so a lot of decks were just playing Dododo Warrior and making Rafflesia so that they could get hand trap protection through a copy of Gravedigger's Trap Hole before they ran into something like a Droll and Lockbird. It sucked. I'm super glad that this card is no longer available. It's way too strong for this format. Case for K920 also makes sense. This was a mechanism by which people were accessing the K9 monsters, which do cost individual points without having to pay the cost on all of them, just playing like one-ofs. This card is super available in K9 as well, courtesy of Lantern, so that going down is probably for the best. Yokel to 33, Ripper to 30, also great. The K9s were very accessible in this format and probably shouldn't be. And Souls to 15, Circular to 15. Circular to 15 I'm not super thrilled about. I think that card was in an okay position, but Souls was probably the best 0-point card in the format. There's a Duel Logs video about it, and I think it was going to be a matter of time before people start splashing him in things. I have a couple of decks that were experimenting with him, and I was like, oh, this definitely can't be allowed. Importantly, this also means they may not hit some of the new Dark Magician stuff coming out in the next set as thoroughly as they would otherwise. Next up. Regulus 20. Regulus is probably the second most powerful 0-point card. Sure, generic negate, generic-ish negate probably should be costed there. Designator to 20, this is the coder tax, because, of course, Crossout Designator was a fantastic opportunity to get rid of Droll, to get rid of Nibiru. Now the cards that beat the cards are no longer as strong. I think they are on record saying they want you to feel good knowing your hand traps will resolve. And I agree with that philosophy for sure. Rafflesia to 20, same concept as above. They don't want decks splashing it just to get Gravedigger's insurance. Lunalight Liger Dancer to 51. Thank the fucking Lord. So Lunalight doesn't have access to Tiger, but it's still a top deck in this format, and that's because the rest of the Lunalight cards are really good. Liger Dancer is very difficult for decks to deal with, especially because a lot of the ways to deal with that card are not available. This means you can only ever have one of them. And realistically, you're going to have none of them because this is such a huge point change that they probably won't ever fuck with it. Rongo Nimiad to 68 is not 6-7. I don't know. This is fine. What was the problem with putting it at 100? The less I see this card, the better. Super Quantum Mech King, Great Magnus, congratulations, Ease, you did it. This brings it more in line with other comparable bosses that are hard to get rid of. This one's also kind of a floodgate because it colossuses you. Super Quant is a playable deck in this format and will continue to be a playable deck after this. I think the thing that makes Super Quant playable is it's one of the strategies that gets to wield the Heralds, which I think we may see later on this list. Ex-Pearly Noir for 33. I mean, you are just seeing a pattern here, right? All the big unaffected guys are getting hit. Pearly to 10, and Pearly Sleepy Memory to 10 to make up for that differential. Pearlily to 7 as well. Gaga Gaga Girl going to 15. These are just balance hits directed at Onomat, one of the top decks in the format. Big Gabonga is part of the 3-slop deck that was enabled by Eldam and Suen being 0 points, alongside many other things. Grand Entrance moving down to 20. Lets you play it in Memento, maybe, but makes up for the change on Gabonga. Jam Dragon Drive, part of that 3-slop deck as well, but also part of another independently powerful deck playing the new Psychic Banish monsters alongside the Punk monsters. It felt weird that that deck had literally no hits. That's the only hit in it, so whatever. Galaxy Photon Dragon to 15. Who the fuck is Galaxy Photon Dragon? Oh, the 4? That gets you to Tachyon, so probably for the best. Nash Knight to 15, sure, really playing around with the margins of this one. Zenmaity to 15, dog, we're breaking wind-up. That's not going to change anything. Although Zenmaity is pretty powerful in the 3-slop deck, so maybe there's a new direction for it that uses cards that are banned in the TCG, I hope so. Hunter to 86, they just don't want you to play Zenmaity and Hunter in the same deck. That's fine. Hunter isn't a good card. It's not worth your time to try and do a Hunter loop anyway. Primathmech Alimbertion to 20, weird that there was a 3-mat Search Any 4 available. Good that they are hitting it. Primera to 2, Trudea to 1, Maizen to 0, Yagamaru to 0. Yagamaru was pointed. Can you imagine? I like all of these. These are hits that they were forthcoming about. They said, we're frustrated that these decks aren't seeing play, despite the fact that in testing they were extremely powerful. Deception of the Sinful Spoils up to 40, unfortunately a really powerful card. Ash to 0, Poplar to 0. Those are also adjustments based on them thinking Snake Eyes was going to be better than it was. Hidden City to 0, an adjustment for the Guru deck. Levianeer to 0, Dragon's Light and Darkness to 0, Aestheticism to 0, Shien's Dojo to 0, Barrier to 20, Nadir Servant to 20, Lady Lab of the Silver Castle to 40 to make up for Big Welcome Lab and Welcome Lab going down to 20 apiece, Philoregius to 10 to make up for Xiao to 10, Dragon Maid to 10, Dragon Maid Tiding to 10, Sword Soul Emergence to 10, Moye to 0, Ashuna to 3, Ding Dong to 20, Charge of the Light Brigade to 25. These are all hugely welcome changes, all changes based on the amount of games that the players got to experience in a situation where the devs didn't. In internal testing, all these decks were killers. Now they are not. So unsurprising to see them available once again. Speaking of, Wandering Griffin Rider, Rite of Aramasir, Water Enchantress of the Temple, Tamer Editor, Proving Ground Rejection, Sulfador Inclusion, and Smyger Thistfern all changed, as is Fallen in the Virtuous and the Albion fusions, or the Albaz fusions. They spoke as well about how they intended to change the point values with respect to where points were allocated for some of these engines. They didn't like that Wandering Griffin Rider's 20-point cost meant that you couldn't play Rite of Aramis and other stuff with like an illegal nightline, that the way Gladiator beasts work, you couldn't play them unless you were going in on Tamer Editor, which was boring. Same with the Crystron monsters. I like these a lot. And I know Scarlon will be happy about this following the Virtuous change. Happy to see that go to 40. No one was playing it at 15. It's unfortunate because it's a perfect card for Genesis, but it's also pretty good in TCG, so if you want to see play, there's a great way to do it. Light and Dark End Sublimation Dragon going to 1 apiece, and Full Metal going to 33 is really funny. Next up, I think these are just hits based on power level. No one's playing Assault Synchron or Change of Heart or Snatch Steal or DDKC or Impulse or Spiral or Duality. FB Goods going to 7, but to make way for some powerful spells going down. Premature Burial to 3, Reborn to 5, Dimension Fusion to 40. They want us to brew with this fucking card. Return from the Different Dimension to 40 as well. This card is totally fine. Return. Dimension Fusion, maybe not. We'll see. And it looks like that's it. So I'm going to be completely honest with you. I am happy with these changes. If I had to identify what's going to be powerful in the wake of these changes, there are some decks that are top tier that did not receive hits for sure. I think that all of the decks I expected to be hit, the Radiant Typhoons, the new decks coming in, Phantom Revengers, Onomat, and the like were hit, and a lot of the point values they said would decreased. I am a little concerned that they did not resolve one outstanding problem, which is determining if Macrocosmos is a floodgate. Di-Fi is a very popular card out of the board as an auto win going first. I don't see it on here anywhere. That rankles with the fact that other comparable effects that cause a macro to happen, Dark Law, Dimension Shifter, are all pointed. So I'm still a little confused about that. I hope they give us a little bit of clarity in the next blog post. Chat's got a good example as well. Shared Ride is a card that's seen a lot of experimentation in the last couple of weeks as a card that just wins you the game going first, and it's not on here as well. Still, great changes all around. Happy to see they are backing off of we are going to let decks be totally free on release after what that precipitated for the Radiant Typhoon format. Happy to see they are taking action against the top decks in the format so they don't resemble those in the TCG. And God, am I ever happy to see Droll and Lockbird shot through the eyes. Oh my God. What will I be playing in this upcoming format? Baby, you already know it's going to be Magical Scientist. I'm going to play something good. All right. Bye-bye. Okay, that's it for me. Thank you all for sticking around. I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry for the short stream. I had to finish a paper. If you gave me money, I will say your sub tomorrow. I'm so happy I got to run, or so sorry I have to run downstairs and save Jillian. All right, bye-bye.